First video for me being, well, I mean, it's only 11:53, so already like the last day of school been out, but I didn't go today. The bedhead. Damn it. That was so bad. If you see any sort of bedhead here, in fact I didn't gel it or whatever, you obviously know that I just didn't go today because I sent my last 2 exams. Yay. I will be posting some videos today, but those were shot the day before, you know. Yeah. Those were shot, but some of them, I'm going to tell you in the description when they were shot because, I mean, that was like the day before the last day of school. Second to last day of school. My last day, though. It's awesome. Now, I watched this comedy on Netflix. I can't believe it's on Netflix. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. One of the worst comedies I've ever made. And it's a movie that doesn't deserve to exist in any way possible. It just doesn't deserve to exist because it doesn't make sense. And it's just awful. It's unfunny. The Master of Disguise. Directorial debut of Perry Endlin Blake, who you don't know, and you wouldn't even care to know because this is the only film he directed. Thank God. Written by Danny Carvey, Harris Goldberg, produced by Hyde Madison. And yes, Adam Sandler had involvement in it. I think executive producer, but still, this is a god-awful movie. Plot. This name is just ridiculous for the character. Fucking focus. I need a new camera. Pistachio Disguise. This is the name of the main character played by Danny Carvey. He was named Pistachio Disguise. And I just don't want to keep mentioning that, but my god, I should just call him Dana. I'm actually getting this from like Mark from Family Flex because he was going over how bad the movie is. And he kept calling him Dana because, you know, it is Danny Carvey's first name, and the character's name is so stupid that it's just more just insulting and mind-numbing to just say it all the time. Anyways, he is a member of he's a family member of these people known as the Disguises, obviously, who are masters of disguise, and it's somewhat dangerous for them because they have to stop all these bad people, disguise themselves as their people, perfectly, although in the film they're just played by the actual people. That's if they're playing actual people, they're mimicking another person. But if they're playing somebody else, I mean, in their own costumes, then yeah, it's just a costume and it just looks like shit. Massive shit. Anyways, this movie just doesn't. It's like his family, like Pistachio's mom and dad gets kidnapped, and his grandfather randomly appears and trains him. Then gets an assistant named Barbara, I believe, who helps her, who is supposed to help him find his family, rescue them. And actually, the family's kidnapped by Devlin Bowman. His mom is being told she's given like this potion, some sort of camel corn. She's eating it, there's like potion, and she thinks she's on a cooking channel, and I got her home preparing dinner. It's just so fucking stupid. And then like his dad, captured by this guy named Devlin Bowman. He is being told by him to steal the world's rarest treasures, which aren't rare, they're just artifacts and no one would ever sell. There's all stupid comedy ensues and insulting sketches. This is not really, this is a collection of sketches edited together. That's supposedly edited together to be a movie when it's just not cohesive in any way possible. This movie is awful. Not only one of the worst kinds of all time, but one of the worst movies of all time. How did it make money? $60 million to make, $43 million it made back. Are you kidding me? Was it because it's Dana Carvey? I wouldn't be surprised if that was, but I feel like, really? How many people, I mean, if this movie was anything better, how many people would have seen this if it wasn't for awful word of mouth? I saw a trailer for it, the trailer was awful. You're talking like this. This is what they want you to do. That's kind of one of the gags in there. Okay, I know I forced. This is what you do. You talk like this. This is what I want you to do. I don't want to show you. I don't want you guys to look up that movie because it's just not good. Don't look at any of these scenes up because they're just so insulting. Let me get to it. Also, it stars Dana Carvey, Jennifer Esposito, who plays Barbara, James Brolin. I don't know. I think he plays the dad. Harold Gould, I think, he plays the Godfather. That's all I can remember. They also have a cameo. There's also this random cameo from Kenan Thompson, who we all know now on SNL. Yay. Now we all know about. Now, if you guys have been on SNL, watched SNL in the '90s, or if you know about Dana Carvey, you all know that he has a talent for mimicry. The problem is, though, this movie just wastes his talent. I mean, it's just not good any way possible. It's just not funny, and also it just suffers because it's just not entertaining. It's ridiculous. It also just doesn't make sense. All these random disguises he puts on. I'm gonna show the ones that he put on when I saw in the movie. And actually, sometimes he dressed himself as movie characters. Quint from Jaws. Why? Scarface. Please tell me this is a lie. Tony Montana from Scarface. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't know if there's another one. Although he did disguise himself as George Bush. Although I don't think George Bush really appeared in the movie, but wow, I almost felt like he actually was. It almost felt like he actually was. He also dressed himself as an old lady, a piece of cow crap. Well, also like he was a pile of grass with cow crap on it too. And he also dressed himself as an old lady, and even dresses himself as a turtle. It's just proof that this guy, also, like the beginning of the movie, I don't know what disguise he's using, but he has underwear on his head, and he's almost like trying to be has like shaving cream for like a beard. He uses like shaving cream for a beard and mustache. I don't know what he's trying to be, some sort of knight, jouster. I don't know, that's really a thing, like a fencer. I don't know if it's called jouster. Comment below if you know the actual word, if it's not right. It's stupid. It's just incredibly dumb. It just doesn't make sense. That's the biggest problem this movie has. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter if it's a comedy or not. There's no excuse for saying this movie doesn't need to make sense. It should, because it's just insulting to see something that's just so random all the time. There are some random scenes that just have no point to them. It's so dumb. So dumb. Also, lame fight scenes involving like slapping. Really, how is slapping a way of defeating opponents? You realize that even if you were very strong, I think slapping is pretty much laughable and childish. Also, the disguisey way. Seriously, there's actually a thing called the disguisey way, such as how to master disguises. It's just so retarded. Oh my god. Oh, there's also this thing called Energico. I don't really remember it. I don't want to remember it. I don't want to tell you about it because it just doesn't make sense. I think it's like, you know, like like how good you are at mastering disguise, like how you're able to like become another person easily and then change back into another person. And there's also this thing called the dark side of the Energico. And they even made reference to Star Wars. Yeah, that's obvious, you know about it. Because when you say dark side, oh, Star Wars reference. Yeah. Yeah, dark side Energico. You actually become the person that you're mimicking. It's just so dumb. It doesn't make sense. Also, this film is edited so poorly. The editing is terrible because all I do is do these random cuts. I mean, like one time, like there's like Pistachio and Barbara. Oh, I think it's Jennifer. I'll look up online. I gotta look this up because I mean I don't remember. I wanted to stay away from this movie, but to be honest, I need to do this for the purpose of doing this review. It just doesn't make sense. Jennifer Esposito, so it's Barbara. So hold on a minute. Oh, she plays Jennifer also. Why did I think Barbara? Maybe it's not heard credits about this guy asking if you know, like Fabrizio, Pistachio's dad, can translate as Barbara Streisand. Maybe that's why I said it. Okay, Jennifer Esposito plays Jennifer. Yeah. Perfect. They also have these random jokes. There's a lot of random jokes, such as like Shrek. Why is that? This movie doesn't feel cohesive. It just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of weird jokes. I mean, like there's like Pistachio disguised himself as Michael Johnson, who you may know, but I don't know, and I don't really care. He's like an Olympic runner, I guess. I have no idea. But these guards give him the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution. I know it's being played for laughs, but Seriously? You can't think of something like disguise himself as the president, maybe? It's just so random. It doesn't make sense. That's how awful the script is, and they obviously knew it was going to be terrible. And my god, I can't stand it. Master of Disguise is just a shitty comedy. Also, there's also some dumb fight sequences that just don't make sense. One of them involves Dan Carvey slapping like Jennifer's ex-boyfriend, stealing his credit, then taking out his wallet and taking his credit card, showing them to him, and then putting the wallet back in his pocket. What's the point of that? Is that supposed to be some sort of attack? It's just distracting. Doesn't distract him, distracts the audience because it's just so random. It's just played for quick laughs. They force all these jokes at a time and they just don't make sense. Please get this around my head that this is supposed to make sense, because I don't see that anywhere in this movie. Jokes, terrible. Everything terrible. The acting is bad. Danny Carvey is so annoying. His voice is so stupid. And I think he's supposedly 26, I believe. But he was 47 when this movie came out. 47. So he was actually like twice as old. Or like 23. I don't even know. Yeah, I think it was 23. His character, 23 years old. And guess what? 47 when this movie came out. So he was obviously twice as old when they were shooting it. Just make him 40. Make him 46. Make him 45. This guy's 60 now. I think he turned 60 yet. Yeah, he's 60 now. I think he turned 60 yesterday. Actually, I'm going to look it up right now because I'm bored here and I want to give you better information than telling you about this shit movie. None of these characters have depth. There's no personality. The only sort of depth... Yeah, he turned 60 2 days ago. Why say 59? Isn't it supposed to be 60? Yeah, these people got to update it. Wikipedia. Also, there's this dumb chase scene that just doesn't make sense. I mean that literally. How does it not make sense? That's a good question. I don't know how to put it into words. Lame Italian accents. Also, the voices are so childish, they come off as insulting. It may also make you revolt, or something like that. The jokes don't work. Nothing was funny in this movie. Just nothing hits. I mean, my god, do you not know how to be funny? Guess not when you have a lame slapstick that doesn't make sense. Awful slapstick humor, just no laughs, and overall just redundant. Everything, really. Everything about this movie is just redundant and incompetent. It just leaves just a bad taste in my mouth. It leaves such an awful taste in my mouth. And you guys, I kind of want to lay down on the floor and cry for a minute. Okay, I'm not gonna cry, but I'm gonna get angry for a minute. Why do they make these comedies? It sucks! I'm gonna try to give you more information if you can still hear from this built-in microphone. Although it does suck, I should get myself a new camera with microphone hooking to it, so then you can hear my voice better. You might hear it fine, but oh my god, I can't stand this comedy so at all. It's on Netflix right now. I know I'm telling you it's on there, but if you ever run into it, avoid it. Give it a 1 out of 5, even though you haven't seen it, because that's how bad it is. There's also this random chase scene. I'm gonna give you an example of how awful the editing is. Also, there's this guy. They also make a governor steal the Liberty Bell. Yeah, why would the governor steal the Liberty Bell? It should still be the president. It's already a crime to do it, but if it's the most powerful man in the U.S., it make more sense because not just a governor. I don't want to give any. Also, Jessica Simpson borrowing the lunar module. The Apollo 11 lunar module. Are you fucking kidding me? This doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. It's not funny. It just doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense in this movie. Oh my god, it's just so dumb. Also, there's one time where Fabrizio becomes Devlin Bowman, like he's being disguised as Devlin Bowman. Then he just somehow becomes it, and then he just shakes off the disguise. It's like magic. Also, there's like this pre-recorded hologram. Like one time, Pistachio's given this globe. I'm sick of saying that. Pistachio. is given this globe that has a pre-recorded hologram to which he can talk to his grandfather. It doesn't make sense. Like, what's the point of it? There's like some sort of like fantasy magic in this movie now. Also, there's just a stupid phrase that goes on. Like something like a plant, over like a plant saying, "It's crazy. So crazy it just might work." I'm gonna try to give you a more visceral. It's so crazy it just might work. That was terrible. I'm gonna try again. So crazy it just might work. Something like that. They zoom in the camera, not as close as I did, because they kind of zoom in closer to him, but not like, you know, kind of like here. Like that, like at that ratio, like at that close on his face. But my God, it's so stupid. So much of this movie is stupid. Nothing makes sense. The acting is terrible. The writing is awful because it's not a story. It's just sketches put together. Also, there's this one scene involving like how like the Disguisees helped Mary Hamilton get elected by offering up this musical number for a song that came out in like the 20th century. Yeah, you understand you're centuries behind. You couldn't play music like that. Seriously, this movie is so stupid. It's completely witless. It's forgettable, and it gets annoying usually. Just that Dan Carvey's voice, he gets annoying. It's like he's trying to be a person. It's like he's trying to act like a 5-year-old. It's like he's trying to be like, you know, like a kid. You know your character's supposed to be 23, right? You realize that, 23 years old. My only favorite character, if there's any favorite, I mean, the best character in the movie probably has to be the grandfather, because at least he tries to be funny and not be incredibly goofy. Devin Bowman, whenever he's laughing, he farts a lot, with a lame fart sound effect being added. It's so dumb. It's the cheapest laugh. It's so forceful. And it's stupid. Also, the ending is terrible. How? Devin Bowman escapes to some location I forgot. He has a constitution with himself. He has a constitution out in plain sight. Are you an idiot? He's a dumb villain. Then, the Disguisees surround him like Pistachio is George W. Bush. Oh God, that's insulting. Then, of course, you have... It's just, you know, Pistachio Disguisee. And also you have Fabrizio. Who's the grandfather's name? If I can tell what name he is. He's probably going to be Grandpa Disguisee. Like Grandpapa Disguisee. That's what like, you know, he says. That's what Pistachio says. Carvey says. I should just say Carvey or Dana, because really it's just so insulting. It's just annoying. Grandfather Disguisee. Wow. The mom virtually has no purpose. She only appears for a while. She has no screen time. No depth to these characters. No personality. They're just annoying and they're just the same bullshit. Though, the ending. He gets surrounded. Also, his bodyguards are grandfather and Fabrizio. This is a stupid fight scene. Devin Bowman is kicked into a pool. Then there's one more last fart joke. He farts. And there's like there's some stream of water flowing out. There's like, you know, like, yeah, it's like a stream of water just coming out after when you hear the fart. It's so dumb. Also, this movie, and then the movie just ends. You just don't really know what happened to all the treasure. I mean, they got the Constitution back, but what about the other stuff? Was it returned? Because they didn't explain it. We have to assume it is. Probably is anyway. But that's how lazy it is. They just don't care about us as an audience. They like to insult us. They give us lame juvenile humor that they think is fun. That we're supposed to have to think that we have to say is funny when it is not. Also, these jokes are terrible. These jokes are terrible. I mean, disguising himself as Tony Montana for Devin Bowman's party to steal some photos. Yeah, these are photos they found in a bag at his house, and for some reason, it doesn't make sense. Like, these photos just show celebrities. How does Dana figure out that Devlin is using his father to become a master of disguise to steal rare artifacts when in fact they're just they are just pieces of history. They're not artifacts you sell on the black market. They're pieces of history. This movie does not make sense. It's just not funny at all. It's annoying. It's ridiculous. It was done to make money, and unfortunately it did. It's just awful to hear this shit. I can't stand this movie. I can't stand anyone who makes this stuff. I think Happy Madison just needs to go away. They just gotta stop making movies or start making good ones. Get new leadership. Do not get rid of Adam Sandler. Get some new talent involved. Get some people who actually know how to be funny. They care about us as an audience. Make us laugh for real. Put the Coen brothers as the CEOs. That'd be better. Because then they know how to make good comedies. Good dark comedies. Maybe even good screwball comedies. They just make good comedies overall. Because they're great at it. Okay, bad example of editing. I don't think I really said about it, but there's this party at Devin Bowman's house, and when Danny dresses himself as cow crap, and he's being chased by Devin's bodyguards. Now I don't know where the location of his house is, but I feel like it's on this straight. There's probably a drive on a road. Yeah, it just randomly cuts to the neighborhood, and he's being chased. It doesn't make sense. It's just, that's how awful the editing is, because, I mean, it's like his house, it's behind him, oh, it's the neighborhood, when that doesn't really make sense, considering the surrounding area of it being a area infested with trees, so there could be some sort of highway, or some sort of main road surrounded by grass. I don't know. Guys, this movie's awful. Do not watch it. 0 out of 5. I hate this movie. It's not funny. It's one of the worst kinds I've ever seen, one of the worst movies I've ever made. It's the worst kind I've ever seen? Probably. I mean, also, another thing I want to point out, this movie is so unaware of demographics. It's very PG, but there's always references to movies that are not family friendly, such as Jaws, The Exorcist, Scarface. This movie doesn't make sense. Also, I guess Star Wars? I mean, Star Wars is not really family friendly, but I wouldn't say it's that bad. I mean, Exorcist is rated R, Jaws is pretty graphic, and so Scarface rated R. It's pretty gruesome. Do not see this movie. It's awful. Anyways, guys, comment below. What is the worst comedy you've ever seen? Because I'm not telling you if you saw this movie what you thought about it. Because if you are, you're an idiot. I was an idiot. Things I do for you guys. Screw you. If you think this is funny, and you think, okay, now I see this movie, I do this shit for you guys. And you should give me credit for actually trying to sit through this crap. Comment below. What's the worst comedy you've ever seen? You already know my answer. Either this or Biodome. Comment below and subscribe to my channel for more videos.